Hello guys, I'm back with another video. I'm not showing my face today because I don't look the best right now. Okay, so as you can see from the title, yeah, it's somewhere. We're doing what if Goku was born with, you know how I did, like, what if Goku was born with Zeno Ki? What if Goku was born with Zeno plus, Whirus fusion key? You know Whirus, it's a fusion between Beerus and Whis fused together. And that's also a fusion with Zeno. So he's coming from another dimension in where this happened. Okay. So now he's from another dimension, and he is the strongest person in that universe. He's still a child though. Remember, he's already like second strongest. Like I said, he's second only to Zoerus. Don't make fun of that name that I gave. Zeno plus Whirus. Whirus. Yeah, I think that's his name. So it's gonna be Zoerus is the name of the fusion. But now, since it's Goku, they're still gonna name it Goku because I don't want to change the name. I'm too lazy for that. Alright, so his name is still gonna be Goku. And somehow, since he's still like a child, he's accidentally gonna get shot into another universe by accident. Let's just say he gets in a pod and then he goes through a galactic black hole and it shoots him to the universe that we're in, Universe 7, in another dimension. So now he still lands on Earth, but whenever the gods in Zeno feels his presence, they're all surprised because there should be no one that is stronger than the gods or Zeno. So whenever he came in to Universe 7, Beerus is still asleep, but he wakes up because of the power. Whis is all impressed. He's like, what? How kind of mode are we doing this? Unless there's a god here. But no god is stronger than me. In this one, Goku's still a child. And he's stronger than Whis. Remember, he's second only to Whirus. Okay. And the Grand Priest is like, what? Because he's almost the exact strength of the Grand Priest. And he's like, how is this possible? No mortal. I should be the second strongest. Why is there a mortal? I mean, no deity should be stronger than me unless they just wish for the Super Dragon Balls. But he knows the Super Dragon Balls haven't been used yet. Because then he would have saw it. So, he's like, oh, what? And then off his power, and he's like, that thing's dangerous. Remember, he's still like a child. I just said something powerful. And Grand Priest comes and he says, it's coming from Universe 7, my lord. He's like, ooh, Universe 7? Isn't that where Beerus lives, that lazy god? He's like, yes, my lord. And that's also the place of my strongest son, Whis. Let's just say he's the strongest angel. Let's just say that. He's also my son is there. My strongest son, Whis. And he's like, oh, I've heard about Whis. Sometimes you talk about him. He's like, yes, my lord. And he's like, this person here, he's stronger. He might be even in time. He might be even stronger than me. And he's like, I don't know what happened. And they're all puzzled. And he's like, I'm gonna go check it out. And then he sees a little baby crying. He's like, this is the immense power? He's only a child. How? I've trained a lot of years. I was born with super strong powers. And this kid is almost on the same level as me? How? It should be impossible. And then Zeno was like, oh. And Zeno, no. And then the Grand Priest brings it back to Zeno. And he's like, oh. And he's like, where's that guy with the massive power? This is. And he sees the baby. He's like, that's the thing with the massive power? And then Grand Priest is like, yes, my lord. This is one of the strongest things in the world. He's almost stronger than me. He's super strong. And he's like, And he's like, okay, I will just have to train him. And the Grand Priest is like, my lord, no, let me train him. And he's like, no, he's already almost stronger than you. I have to teach him my own. And he's like, but you can't fight, my lord. They didn't call me the Grand Priest, the king of anything for nothing. And then he turns into that, and then Zeno transforms into this. He is like, I have another form. I just didn't show it to you because this form is stronger than anything. And my little form, that form that I use, the other form, the tiny me, live. This is my true form. I just like my other form better. So I have to be like small, so I don't have to do much. And keeping this form just gets me bored, because then there's no fun in anything. So I use the other form. And then, Grand Priest is like, whoa, my lord, this is amazing. She's so strong. So I have water. I'm drinking it because my throat hurts every time I do that. Okay. So I say, yeah. Alright. Whenever the kid is 3, we're gonna start training as hard as we can. Okay. So then we're gonna do a time lapse of 3 years. Nothing happens, and now Goku is 3. Okay, Goku is 3, right? Alright. Goku is 3 years old, and, remember, this is, him, this is not him and UI. This is nothing. It's just his normal self. Like a base form, right? Over the years, Grand Priest, ever since Goku was like 1, he was like teaching him how to do like a simple things and stuff. So he learned how to go Super Saiyan. That's all he knew in 3 years. Whenever he was a child. Alright, so when he's 3 now, it's like, we're gonna do some advanced training. And it's like, and then they go into that room. I don't remember what it's called. Something. It's like the hyperbolic time chamber. But then Zeno's like, Zeno says, Grand Priest, give me your staff. And he's like, oh, why, my lord? And he's like, whenever we're in there, we're gonna go inside the staff. So, even though it's gonna be a day out here, it will be 7 years in there. And he's like, yes, my lord. And then he gives him the staff. Alright. And then they go into the thing. And they do some intense training. Intense training. Like, over the border tense training. Like, alright. No. What they do is they eat like normal. They're gonna eat. They're gonna still sleep. They're still drinking water. Nothing different there. But they're gonna be intense training, right? So Goku and Zeno are gonna do some like sparring. Zeno is gonna teach Goku how to use his ki stuff, like blah. Okay. And I'm gonna learn how to use like his ki. He's gonna teach Goku how to go Super Saiyan Blue. Learn how to go Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And Goku's gonna be super powerful. Like at this point, he's at like on the level of the Zeno in this world. This is whenever he's buffed too. And then Zeno's like, wow, you have really become strong. Now we can start doing some sparring training. So now they just spar for the next 3 years. Okay. The other years there was just training on like practicing learning how to fly using spirit balls. He also taught Goku how to do Hakai. He taught Goku how to do that. And yeah. So Goku, now whenever they get out of it, 1 day has passed in the real world, but 7 years has passed in the hyperbolic time chamber staff. Alright, so now they come out. Goku's all smelly because there's no bathroom in there to shake showers, and Zeno still stinks too. So the first thing they do whenever they get out is they shower, and then Goku walks up to the Grand Priest and he's like, "Whoa, Goku, you got so much stronger." And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, you're stronger than me now in this form." Wow. I guess it has been a long time. It's been like, what, 7 years? Yes, 7 years. Wow. It's only been a day here. 7 years for you? Yeah. Man. I could easily take you on now. What do you mean? You're only like a little bit stronger than me. You still have like a hard time. I learned how to go. How to intense my ki and stuff like that. So he shows Grand Priest his power, and he goes and turns Super Saiyan Blue, and it shakes all the universes. It shakes them, and it goes like shakes them like an earthquake universe. Okay, so Grand Priest is like, well, you're stronger than Zeno. He's like, yeah, I'm only a little bit stronger though. And then he's like, okay. And he's like, he's gonna tell, Zeno is about to tell him, he's like, Goku, you will be the next Zeno. And he's like, okay, but I don't want to do it right now, because I still need to learn so much more. And he's like, you're already stronger than me. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, I'm still drinking the water. It hurts my throat doing that. And it's like, yeah, but what if there's people stronger than you? What if there's people stronger than me? Because I don't think I am from this world. I remember some glimpse memories of something. Oh yeah, my dad was you, Zeno? And he's like, what? Yeah, but it's from another dimension, I think. And he's like, I don't quite remember why. I just have a feeling that you were my dad. For somewhere, I'm like, I've never had a child. And then he says, can I use this Super Dragon Balls so we can ask the question? He's like, no, we don't use those for such a thing so tedious. So if you want to do something easy, just go to Earth and get all the Dragon Balls. And he's like, alright. Actually, no, he says, but Goku says, I thought it was only limited to that world. They can't do stuff over their power. So he's like, oh yeah. Maybe not even the Super Dragon Balls can do that from another, maybe from another dimension. They can't do that. It can only go to this universe. Then it was like, okay, we're gonna make our own Dragon Balls, set of Dragon Balls. And he's like, what? Yeah, we're gonna need both of our power to make it though. It's Zeno Dragon Balls. And he's like, what? Yes, this will call on the power of the ultimate universal dimensional thing of Dragon Balls. You can ask it anything. Anything. It'll do anything from any dimension. It will stop anything anywhere. It's like the Super Dragon Balls, but Super Dragon Balls times like 90 times 90. So they get it, and they make the Dragon Balls. I think quick. Okay, make the Dragon Balls, and then Goku asks Dragon, who is my father and mother? And he's like, your mother is, let's say she's like, and she is the princess of Zeno. Let's say she is, and say she's like a very strong deity woman. I don't know. Let's say she's Elaine. Let's just say her name is Elaine. Alright? Your father is Xerus. And he's like, who's that? It's a fusion. A fusion? Zeno is listening in too because he wants to know. Xerus. It's a thing between Zeno and Whisenberus from this dimension fused. All of them fused together, and they made one single thing. You had the key of both of them, so you were born ultimate. And he's like, and then he's like, okay. So Zeno is like, so are you gonna leave back to your dimension? And he's like, no, I've lived here for 11 years. I'll stay here. And then Zeno's like, yeah. Like, Zeno's happy and stuff. Grand Paris and he's okay. He doesn't really care. Since he's only, no, he actually does care. He cares a lot. Because he's known Goku for 3 years. So, yeah. Goku says, I want to go to the place where I was supposed to go. And then he goes there. And then remember, nothing really happened in between the time. Because Goku would be like 11 now. In the main story, Goku would be like 3. So remember, okay. Goes to Earth, lives a normal life and stuff. He lives life in the woods. He makes his own house with his key. He learned how to manipulate stuff, like the Grand Priest, how he like makes stuff. So he slashes it. He slashes it with like his like wind. He just like slashes the air, and then it cuts the trees, and then he manipulates it into a good house. And then he finds Grandpa Gohan. And then Grandpa Gohan's like, "Ah, what are you doing here? Aren't you like, you look young." Because Goku is like 11. Goku's like 11. And it's like, what is a young boy doing over here? It's like, this is where I live. And he's like, what? A young boy lives on his own? Yeah. It's not bad. It's actually pretty okay. And he's like, stuff. Blah, 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 blah. He's like, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, why don't you come to my house for breakfast? I was like, sure. And that's whenever they can become great people. Remember Gohan still takes them under him. So, but this time he doesn't call him Grandpa Gohan. All he calls him is Gohan. Alright, so we just passed like a few years. Let's just skip like 6 years. Goku would be 17. Whenever Bulma knocks at the door. So he'd basically kind of look like that, but like normal clothes. So Bulma like talks to him and stuff. Nothing different really happens. But Bulma really likes Goku because he thinks he's handsome. And he's like, I'm looking for the Dragon Balls. And he's like, oh, the Dragon Balls? Yeah, I have one. Since Goku, this time he doesn't have a tail because the Grand Priest removed it. Just in case he ever like left by accident, because he was still like a kid then. Bulma likes Goku, and then he's like, here's a Dragon Ball. And he's like, Bulma's like, would you like to assist me with finding these Dragon Balls? And Goku's like, that's fine, I guess. And then nothing really happened, except for actually a lot of stuff happens. He annihilates Master Carrot. All he does is like flick him. All he does is go in front of him and goes, and then he flies through 20 buildings. I think that was the first thing they went to. And then they found Oolong. Oolong was trying to scare him, and then Goku. But Bulma was kind of like, what? Because he destroyed Master Carrot so easily. Just by a flick, he made him fly through like 20 buildings. And Goku said, sorry, I only used a little bit % of my power, so I don't know what happened. And Bulma was like, what? It was only like a little bit? Yeah, it was like 1. No, he's like, that's only like 2. No. That's probably like, that was like super soft. That was like not even 1% of my power. And he's like, what? You just made it like 20 buildings? And you weren't even trying? And he's like, yeah, I wasn't that hard. And he's like, you're amazing. And Next thing they find is Oolong. Oolong is like, pretends to be like a giant monster again. Stuff happens. And he easily defeats Oolong. And he thought he would be stronger than Master Carrot. he still flicks him, but with like a little bit more power. So it flicks him through 90 trees and breaks a lot of his bones. A lot of his bones. A lot. And then tag him to like the doctor and stuff and that. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna end it off here. Next episode we're gonna do them finding Master Roshi. I'm a good old Master Roshi. Alright, now this is the end of this video. Bye guys.